Alright. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Turn this down. Alright. Sorry for the long introduction. I had to do something. Alright. Let's try to get this opened up. Move this over here. See how that looks. I'd say that's good. Ow! Hit my knee! Alright, so where the hell were we? I don't even remember. Well, hello to anyone who may be lurking. Let's see. Nobody I know. Actually, let's do this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, well that's no help to me. Alright.
You there! Why is Mr. Bronson hanging from that flagpole?
He climbed up there of his own accord.
Then help him, you stupid man! Quickly, before he falls!
You might want to see this. thought we did this last time. Oh
Here,
well.
Bronson's plans.
This means nothing to me.
She's not wearing her reading glasses.
Ah, wait. Yes, I see now. I see it all too clearly. That man is planning to build a huge hotel. Bronson is a confidence trickster. Mina, we have been duped. I'm glad we didn't sign his contract.
Oh, I hate tricksters, especially confident ones.
Come, Mina.
Kick his ass.
Mr. Bronson, you may consider yourself persona non grata.
Yes! Harvey Keenum!
Kindly disentangle yourself from our flagpole and eject yourself from our property this very minute.
Disentangle! Eject!
Hey, cut that out, you crazy old bat!
How dare you! Mina isn't crazy, she's just engagingly eccentric.
Engagingly
as a
eccentric.
bedbug. Ouch!
Lovely as this little vista is, I'd be really grateful if you could let me into the museum now.
Certainly, young man. We are most grateful to you for exposing this scoundrel. Mina, the lock.
Thanks, ladies.
Stobart, be a pal. Get these harpies off me.
You wish.
Ooh!
Well, I'm going on in here.
While George was basking in the sun-drenched Caribbean, I went to Dunbar. It was a long shot, but I thought I'd start my search for the Jaguar Stone at the British Museum.
This is where I was. Oh, those are two. Those girls. Oh, first game.
Bonjour. I wonder if you could help me. What's so funny? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they were in the first game, but George came across them in that art museum thing.
It was a stone identical in size and style to the Coyote Stone. However, this stone bore the image of a jaguar.
Jaguar. You
It was
found
an
it.
obsidian stone with a carving of a jaguar. The cabinet was locked. The mask looked more...
Okay, use it. Pick it up.
I didn't want the mask, although it certainly reminded me of somebody.
Hello?
Excuse me, miss. Please don't touch the exhibits.
My bad.
I doubted I could sneak this enormous stone out under my jacket. The cabinet contained a dagger decorated with Mayan designs.
Ooh.
There was nothing I wanted
don't know
to
why I
do with the
didn't eat.
statue except find out where he bought his hat.
I
Très
should have
chic.
ate before stream, but I did not.
Perhaps I'm a Philistine, but old vases bore me.
Yeah.
I didn't need to make a call.
Better call somebody.
Can I help you, miss?
Have you ever heard of an English sea captain called El Draco?
El Draco? Not a very English name.
I think that's what the Spanish would have called him. It was about the time of the conquistadors.
16th century. Oh, I know. That's what the Spanish called Sir Francis Drake.
Francis Drake? Have you got anything here that belonged to him?
Indeed, miss. We have a couple of artifacts he brought back from one of his journeys.
Would it happen to be this
What can
jaguar
you tell me
stone?
about that stone with a jaguar on it?
The so-called Jaguar Stone was brought back from the Americas by Sir Francis Drake and presented, along with the more famous scrying mirror, to John Dee.
What's this scrying mirror?
It's a little square of polished obsidian. Mine it is.
And what does it do?
Well, it's a bit like a crystal ball, except flat and black. You can't see anything in it. Old man Dee had a psychic who reckoned he could speak to the angels through it. I think he was taking Dee for a ride myself. The old loony didn't like the stone, though. Reckoned it was tainted by the devil. Come along, miss. I'll show you the mirror. There. John Dee's famous scrying mirror, given to him by Francis Drake.
Do you know if this mirror has any relevance to Tezcatlipoca?
Who? Tis like... I can't even say it. Ah, there's someone here who'll be able to help you better than me.
Tezcatlipoca.
This young lady has some questions to ask, Professor. I think she's from France.
Professor Roubillier?
Eh? What? You two know each other, do you? Excuse me, the telephone.
We meet again.
Mademoiselle, France, eh?
Yes, I believe that's where you live, Professor.
I have a house there, on the outskirts of Paris, but I haven't been back for many months.
What can you tell me about the Jaguar Stone, Professor?
It's obsidian, from the Chichen Itza region.
Professor Roubillier, your taxi's here.
If you'll excuse me, I have some urgent business to attend to at the docks.
Interesting.
Can you answer me some questions about the Jaguar Stone?
Certainly, miss. If you just step this way.
There, he can barely see me. Let me turn some lights on. Damn,
It's
I need to
gold.
get a better camera.
Some sods have inched it.
This is
Half
all
inched?
glitching out.
Stolen it, miss. Never mind. The silent alarm will have been
Professor!
tripped. I'm afraid nobody can leave until our crack security team gets here.
How long will that take?
Could be a while. I think it's their tea break.
The thief could be miles away by then.
Don't you worry about that, miss. Just don't try to leave.
It was too much of a coincidence that Roubillier showed up and the stone promptly disappeared. I didn't have time for their crack security team to finish their tea. I had to get after him.
Use the
I
pen.
didn't need to.
Well, let's go behind the curtain.
Excuse me.
Oh, fuck off.
It was a woven... I didn't steal the stone. I was nowhere near it.
So who do you suppose did steal it?
I think you did it. No, I think there's two girls did it. That's who
It must have been Roubillier.
Huh. Begging your pardon, but he's a man of letters. A professor.
So was Moriarty. Man of letters or not, he's your culprit. Don't you think it's suspicious that Roubillier has urgent business at the docks?
Not in the slightest, young lady. He's gone to oversee the unloading of cargo. An exhibition of Mayan sculpture on loan from Mexico City.
What's the name of the ship?
The Xibalba Princess. Moored down by Tower Bridge. Why do you ask?
Just wondering. Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Hmm. Give me that key. 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 Get the key and put it here. Do, 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 do.
The key didn't fit this lock.
No shit. Well, now what? What do you got in here?
There was nothing very useful in my bag, just a single hair clip.
Well, then that is pretty useful. Let's give it a try.
That's the kind of thing Georges would do, not me.
Well, try it.
I
Alright.
didn't need to.
Oh,
There was
Okay.
nothing useful.
Use the bag, smash it. Dumbass.
I'd already.
Try again.
That's the kind of.
What's the
There
deal,
was
Nico?
nothing I wanted to do with the statue except find out where he bought his hat. Très chic.
Bless you. Let me get out of here. I'm gonna run for it.
I'm sorry, miss, but I shall have to ask you to stay.
And I
Oh,
shall
but
ask
surely
you to
don't
kiss my
suspect
ass.
me of stealing the stone?
No, but you will have to make a statement to the police. You're a witness.
I'm about to witness my foot up your ass if you don't let me go. How about
I
that?
doubted the girls would be any help to me.
No, but she's gotta. We gotta figure something
I had.
out. Here, show him that key. Be like, hey, look, I found the key.
What was it you wanted?
Look at this. The thief left this key in the cabinet.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That makes the theft an inside job, right?
Oh dear.
In other words, the thief was Professor Oublier.
Well, let's leave that for the police to decide, shall we? I better phone them right away. Hello?
I knew I had nothing to worry about if the police were called.
Yes, hello.
But I had to catch up with Oublier, and fast.
Quick, go through the curtain. Yeah, out the door.
The doors were.
Oh yeah? Well, I got this cool hair clip.
The doors were.
Okay, well, I got this cool key.
The doors.
Okay, well, I got this purse that could shatter the glass.
The doors were.
Oh my god, what shall I do now? Well, I guess that's not an option. How about... what's behind this?
I didn't want them. The mask looked.
Can you unlock it? Can you use a hairpin on it? Can you give them a hairpin? Maybe they'll be appreciative
I
of it?
doubted the girls would be.
No, I didn't think so. So... hey, can I use these two things together?
That was no good.
Yeah, yeah. Can I do
That's
that?
the kind.
That?
The
Lock?
cabinet.
Do that.
The key unlocked the case.
Ah! Got a cool dagger. I'm just gonna steal all the stuff while he's busy. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Well, let's go try that. If I can't get to this, then I don't know.
That's the kind of.
Can I use that on this? Or this? I guess I'm gonna use it on the door to get out of here. There you go.
I levered the handle open with the thin dagger.
Hmm.
The room had been decorated to resemble the interior of a sailing ship. It was disturbingly effective.
All right. Let's grab this. And
That might come in useful in ticklish situations.
all right.
That looked like that's where it was supposed to be, so I left it there.
So we'll grab this.
Okay, I've had my hands on an historical document. Now what?
Put it there.
The chart fitted exactly into the recess on the top of the desk.
All right. Oh, let's take a look at the ship's look.
March 20th, 1670 fix. Engaged frigate off Fan Salvador? It was garbage. Huh. I guess being a pirate didn't require too many academic qualifications. The passage went on to describe how Ketch had got wind of the approach of a fleet of English ships. It seemed the new governor had not shared his predecessor's views on Ketch's activities. They were out for his blood. Sailed to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover that which I had hidden. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle?
I don't know. Let me get that lantern.
Holding that lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale.
Hells yeah. Put that over here on the table.
The lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate.
Take a look at this. Does that always pop up on my screen?
Captain Frederick Ketch, 1570. Around his neck was a cross. Maybe he was a part-time pirate. The portrait might have made a nice souvenir, but it was too large to carry.
Unreal.
Hard a port, bosun! Aye, aye, Captain Stobart!
Arr.
She cannot take it, Captain! My lad's dead. Abandon ship!
Ring the bell. Ding ding.
2 bells and all's well. Pirates were cool.
Cutlass.
It would have been easy to reach the cutlass and slip it in my pocket. It would also have been the most regrettable action of my life.
In this barrel. Hmm.
Yow! I should have known better than to put my hand in there. Grandma Stobart had a nasty experience in a water butt once.
Take a look at this sea chest. It could be in here.
Hmm.
Hello. Surprise.
What the? Who are you?
I'm Emily.
What were you doing in there, Emily?
Hiding. What are you doing here?
Grown-up stuff.
Hiding.
Grown-ups? I'm never gonna grow up, I'm not. You shouldn't be here. What's your name?
I'm George.
Pleased to meet you, Jaws.
George.
Jaws,
Jeez.
make your mind up.
What can you tell me about Captain Ketch?
That's him on the wall, in the picture.
Yeah, I know. Scary-looking guy, huh?
He was my great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you have his eyes. Why don't you go play with Rio?
I'm not allowed.
How come?
'Cause Aunt Frost says I'm not allowed out of the house. That's why, Mr. Nosybeak.
Too bad.
Mr. Nosy Beak. I beg your pardon, you little
Why don't
brat.
you ask your other aunt if you can play with Rio?
Aunt Mina's cuckoo. Aunt Frost says so. She says when the Lord handed out common sense, Aunt Mina was off getting double portions of chin.
Oh, that's fucked.
That Rio's a smart kid. He helped me outwit Bronson.
Rio is clever. He can spit ever so far.
Okay.
I bet you can't keep this piece of coal in your mouth for the next half hour.
Could too. I could keep it in my mouth for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah? Go on then. Prove it.
Don't want to. And if you try to make me, I'll tell Aunt Mina.
That's bizarre.
Look, an ancient Mayan stone.
Is that a magic stone?
Well, I don't know about that.
No.
Check out this dart.
Would you like to play darts?
No?
Oh, come on. I'll throw, you catch.
That's dangerous. Darts will stick in me and make me bleed.
Do you know how to use a theodolite?
We don't learn anything about surveying at my school. Not until 5th grade.
Well, tell me about that cross you got.
cross you're wearing, Emily.
Let me
It's
get
my
it.
lucky Jesus cross.
It's just like the one Captain Ketch wore.
Uh-huh.
Can I borrow it?
Uh-uh.
What would you trade for that cross, Emily?
A puppy.
Well, I don't happen to
I
have a
don't
puppy in my
have a
pocket
puppy.
right now. Can you think of anything else you'd trade?
Don't know.
Hmm. How about... Here's a feather.
Why don't you run along and play?
Aunt Mina told me. Stay out of mischief.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors, does it? On a beautiful day like today?
There's a storm coming.
Oh, nuts. You don't know that.
I do so. I can see the whole world from the window.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm busy. She wouldn't have been interested.
What's on this ship?
The ship looked too fragile to touch.
Touch it anyway. Hey, Irish Whiskey. Hello, how are you? I'm good. I'm good. How's your day going?
The ship looked too fragile to touch. Sailed to that place where I made secure my fortune. I returned safe in the knowledge that the governor shall not discover
Just
that
well,
which
thank
I
you.
had
Just
hidden.
super
For is
tired
it not
and running
writ
around
that
all day. Oh,
"'Tis easier for a camel to pass
Well-
through the eye of a needle"?
well, I hope you are able to relax some now. Best place to do it. Welcome to Chilltopia. That's it's just the joke. But yeah, we're trying to figure out how to get this cross from her. I don't know what she's gonna want. I'm down for the chill. There you go. About it. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try this. Hey, here. You want a reflector? Here you go, kid. Here, take this reflector.
She wouldn't have been interested.
Well. Oh, how about that scary statue? You want that?
She wouldn't have been interested.
Okay.
There were several things I wanted to say to that awful kid, but I held my tongue.
Oh boy. Anyway, so there's a thing we do on Tuesdays. I just came up with it a couple weeks ago. I started off by doing, like games that I am thankful for, like through the month of November, and I was like, well, I love this game, the first game. I grew up with it. I probably got it when I was 12 or 13, the first Broken Sword. And I decided, well, it's actually based around the Knights Templar. And I also watch Oak Island, which the season premiere just so happened to be at the same time I started streaming the first game. And so it actually turned in from being just games that I am thankful for, into every Tuesday now. I'm going to do this game here. There's actually 5 games total. I've played the first 2. I grew up with them. But the other 3, I haven't. I played the third one for a little bit, but I didn't actually beat it. I saved it for on stream. So I decided, well, while I'm watching Oak Island, which is something we're doing in my Discord, so like I'll stream this from like 5 to 8 p.m. My time, which is East Coast, and wait about an hour, and then so far I've only had a couple people that have watched it. The one guy's in the middle of moving, so he won't be there, but I will be watching it with him later on, before next Tuesday. But if you were interested, you're welcome to come into our Discord and hang out and watch it with us. It's only an hour. And also I think Sam, our friend Sam, who's also in our Discord, she might be there. She seemed to really enjoy it, so if it's something you're interested in, I can most definitely send you an invite if you want. There's a few of us. We hang out there a good bit. If we're not hanging out there, we're usually over at JMax. We give it a look. Okay, all right, cool. I'll send you an invite then here in Actually, I can do that. Let me see. Let me talk to her again real quick and skip this.
There were several things.
Okay. So, will this work? Can I just put this back in here?
What you doing, Jaws?
I've put the feather back. Are you happy now?
It's
Don't you want to
George.
steal it anymore?
For the last time, I didn't steal it.
That's your word against mine, and I'm the one with the dimples.
Alright, well, let's take a look at this map.
The desk had obviously been cut to fit the chart. Or maybe vice versa.
Okay, so what do I have to do to
There
get
were
this
several
across?
things.
Maybe I gotta go talk to this kid. But yeah, before I end stream, I'll definitely send you an invite here.
I wasn't going to risk further
Oh, and if you're not,
laceration by the cat's claws.
if you're not familiar, Saturdays, me and it's usually my stream from like 5 to 7, and then MP from 7 to 9, and then we raid JMac, which is from like 9 till whenever, and then we hang out in his Discord. So like that's usually our weekly thing that we do. It's something we look forward to every week. But yeah, if you're free on Saturdays, that's kind of a thing that we do. I've been streaming like 4 hours on Saturday, just taking care of our friend MP's time slot, because I know he's very busy right now. He just got done moving. I've got quite a few friends that have been moving, so it's been very busy for a lot of people, and it's nice to just be there for them.
There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
Okay, so alright, talk to this kid. Let's see. You're in the process of moving as well. Everyone's moving.
What
Maybe
do you
I
give
should.
to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape.
Ah.
And when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Well, what? Okay, let's see.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
Well, let's see what we
What
can
do
do
you
about
need
that,
to
buddy.
catch a tiger fish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
Okay, so I gotta make a fancy fly. Alright. Let's take this and this.
That was...
Okay. I gotta make dinner. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. I'll shoot the Discord my way soon. Okay. All right, thank you, Irish Whiskey. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful dinner, and I will catch you later. It's always good talking to somebody. Here you go, kid. You want a reflector?
What you've got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
It's a reflector. Why wouldn't a kid be interested in a reflector? Oh well. Alright, so let's try this net, maybe?
I didn't want a fishing net.
But yeah, I always appreciate anybody who wants to drop by and say hi. It's much appreciated. Alright, let's try... There's nothing over here. I don't like that I can't double click like you can on the first one. Usually, the first one you could double click and just insta travel. Alright, okay, so there's no one else to talk to except her. The other two are gone.
There were several things.
Alright, let's take the feather. I'm gonna need the feather, I think. Take the feather. Okay. Now, can we, like, tie these?
I don't think...
Tie
I
this?
That... I wasn't convinced. I don't...
That?
Wrong.
Jeez.
I don't... Wrong. I wasn't... Nope. That isn't it. That was...
Huh.
No. I wasn't It was a... It was the electronic marker which brought... It was the poison... I'd never known anything keep her quiet so effectively. It was the flint statue of Tezcatlipoca.
Damn, I don't remember. To interact with that, but what is it?
It would have been easy to... It would also have been the most... It was a shiny...
Can I use that to cut this?
It was the portrait of... It was a... 2 bells? Pirates.
Oh. Alright, let's see.
Whatever lived in that barrel could stay there as far as I was concerned.
Aha. Aha, it was simple. Very simple. There you go, cat.
The cat made short work of the feather, tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces.
Alright. There we go. That's all I needed to do. Just needed the help of the cat. let's excuse me just a minute. Copy. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Gotta do something real quick. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Let's see that. Alright, here you go. Here's some feathers.
What you got there?
Hey, this is just what you need to make a fly.
Thanks. Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
Sweet. We did it. Okay, now, assuming we got everything we need here, should be good to go to the next spot. And I might take a little break just to get something to snack on. Because this little Snickers isn't going to cut it. There you go.
Here, I've got a conch. Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
I'm not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws, Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no? Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay, we'll do swapsies.
Okay, there it goes. Alright, we'll trade. Good. Now, put the cross into the table, and now we have our coordinates.
Ketch's cross slipped snugly into the penholder.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off, will ya? There's something you ought to know. I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse, mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
The lantern cast a strong light over the desktop. The light cast a shadow of the cross.
I love this
And
game.
the shadow fell precisely over a small, unnamed island shaped like a skull.
Skull Island? Well,
That must be it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Uh-oh. That's Zombie Island. It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
The hell you can.
the hell you can.
I never get to leave the house.
And if you come with me, it'll be the last time you leave the house. So stay here, where you're safe. cat will protect you.
Would
Yes,
you
sir.
take me to, Zombie Island?
In this weather? You're mad, man.
The rain will keep the zombies indoors. Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well, I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
Word. Let's go. Roll out. Or float out. That'd be all float on alright. Don't worry, it'll get alright. All float on. Oh my god. The shoes are all wet.
So, this was Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister. Come on, Rio. Let's find that treasure.
No, thanks. I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah, but that was while there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Come on, Jaws. Get your butt up there.
It was too high. I couldn't get up there.
It's alright.
The cliff was steep.
Okay.
And I couldn't find any.
Alright, well, let's try this. No?
The outcrop was about the only feature on the cliff face. Rio's boat was strewn with fishing nets and tackle. I was quite happy where I was, relatively speaking. The sea looked inviting, but I was here to do a job.
Well, I don't know what you plan to do with nothing.
The cliff stopped me getting off the beach.
Come on, George. You gotta figure something out, man.
No. Wrong. That isn't it at all. I don't. I'd better think that. No.
Okay, this is weird.
I was quite happy.
Alright,
That Emily sure asks a lot of questions.
Resic, man, this whole Emily business just isn't funny.
Look, we're obviously at cross purposes here. I'm talking about Emily Ketch.
Yeah, and so am I. She was my friend. Her aunts hated it, but we did move together, you know. She used to be real keen at hide and seek. It could take hours to find her. One time, the last time, it took days. She must have shouted and screamed herself hoarse, but there was nobody to hear her.
Where'd she hidden herself?
Captain Ketch's old sea chest. The only way to open it was from the outside.
Suddenly, I didn't feel so good. We never exchanged another word about Emily Ketch. Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
Sweet.
You planning on catching some fish?
Nope. I'm after a big rock.
Huh? Well, now we have made progress.
Well, here I go. Wish me luck, Rio.
Good luck, George. Watch out for the Walking Dead.
Are we sure he made it up there? I don't
I
know.
stumbled down dark stairwells for what seemed like forever, until suddenly I found myself, wow, in an abandoned London Underground station. This place must have been closed down decades ago. The machine wasn't about to weigh me for nothing.
Dang, it's getting chilly up in here.
A latch lock stopped me getting into the cupboard.
Yeah, you still got that. Use that.
The blade of the dagger just fitted between the door and the soft wood frame. The door gave slightly, and then held firm. My fingers were too big.
Oh. Scared her.
The hair grip was too thick to fit into the crack. The blade of the dagger was too thick to get into the narrow crack.
Okay, so.
The date on the poster was before I was born.
Damn.
It looked just like the modern one. The cup was empty. The tray was... The machine needed to be fed a coin before... The slot was much too... The blade was... I pushed the hair clip into the slot and whatever was stuck there disappeared into the machine. The slot was... The machine... I pulled out an old English penny. It was an old ticket machine. A sign read, Tickets 3D. The machine looked like it had sold... It might have been a nice souvenir if it hadn't been torn and dirty. My fingers were too...
Oh, yeah, it's the coin. There you go.
I was going to have to... Come on, Collard. That won't do. A small crack had appeared where the dagger had pried the door from its frame. Through the crack, I could just make out the latch which stopped the door from opening. The hair grip was... The blade of the... I put the old penny into the slot, the needle twitched rustily, and the machine spat out a card.
The hell is that gonna do for me?
The weight was in imperial units. It meant nothing to me. The card also had my fortune on it. A family quarrel will turn out to your advantage.
Oh, there we go.
I remembered my student days when I regularly forgot my house keys. A wiggle with the thick card between the frame and the lock, and the latch lifted.
There we go. Oh, you gotta hold the button?
The train was my ride out of there. I could worry about not having a ticket when I got to the docks.
Hey, we made it up. Good job, George. Good job, George. Good job. Which way did they go, George? We went that way. This way. Right, this way. Right here. Wait, no, wait. That way? No, that way. No, this way. I'll try this way. If we run into any problems, it's your fault, George. Oh. Oh, there's some mushrooms. Grab them shrooms. Nope. Okay. Branch of a tree. That looks pretty weird. Oh, yes. A little warthog.
If I jumped, I could just about reach the branch.
Use the net.
It was a stout, overhanging branch. Climbing the tree wasn't going to help any in this situation. Climbing the...
Alright, I can't go that way, I can't go that way. I guess we're stuck going back the other way. Alright, it's 6:15 right now. I'm gonna take a little break. Alright, let's go and save it here. Zombie Island Cliff. Alright, let's go ahead and quit. Yes. Quit. Yes. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. Enjoy the music. So, a half hour. What's up with meal preparation? Huh? What's up with that? Why does it gotta take so damn long? Ugh. It takes you like 20 minutes to make something that's like gone in 5. Sometimes longer, depending on what you make. It's crazy. And you just... And that's it. Hasn't there been a thing yet where you could just like, what movie was that? You just take a pill and you're like full. I forgot. What game am I playing? I'm over here looking at Children of Morta. Like, you're not playing that, dude. You're playing this. This is what you're playing. Right here. There. That's what we're playing. Although I would like to play Children of Morta, but that's not tonight. Reads.
It was a stagnant swamp. Nothing, I mean nothing, would possess me to step into that swamp.
Oh, what would you do for a Klondike bar, though? Huh? You gotta...
What the? Steady, guy, it's just a monkey.
Just a monkey, man. Chill out. Freaking monkey. Come across
I'd seen it done in movies. The hero eludes his foe by hiding underwater, breathing through a hollow reed until it's safe to come out. I was glad I didn't have a foe to elude.
So you mean to tell me there ain't a damn thing over here? Really? Make a little notch. There you go. Put that right there. Oops.
The end of the reed was too narrow for the dart to fit into. Wrong. I'd better...
What if I can just throw the net on him? I mean, technically, you could just throw the net over him. I mean, that should work. He's got horns. I mean, he'll get tangled up, even though that's incredibly cruel. But this is a game, and we gotta get past this. Can I reach it now? With that? Oh. Whatever, George. Over here. He doesn't look that, like, hardcore. Stay right there, George. Don't get yourself in trouble. Being a hero.
I couldn't get close enough to...
Damn it, you better figure something out.
Nope.
George.
Wrong. I wasn't convinced. Wrong. The end of the reed. No. That isn't it. Not such a good...
What'd you chicken out for, George?
That... I don't... Wrong.
Well, I don't know what the
No.
you want from me, George.
Nope. No.
Oh,
That...
God bless America. The stick. Do something with your life, George. You're running out of time. You're getting older by the second. Welcome to reality. Alright, perhaps... Perhaps we can get Rico to help us, or Rio, or whatever the heck his name is. This way. There it is. Is it over here? Is that where it is? How do you get down there? Go, George, run. Run your ass off. While you're doing that, I gotta find out something. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, not that. That.
One read...
Huh? Hmm. What are they talking about? Layer. See, I don't know this one as well. The first one I know like the back of my hand. I beat that in no time. Not this one. It's on PS1. I've got it right here. So, but it's been so long. This one I wasn't the. I didn't have this one as long. Okay, so there should be. I'm confused. Where the hell?
There wasn't much...
Something's not right. Go right and hold the reed into the layer to get it cut. Into the layer? What are you talking about? I don't see a layer. To the right, there's that. There's the swamp. Where is their freaking lair? Do it. Go right. I can't go right. How am I supposed to go right? Seriously? You couldn't have put like an arrow to make him walk around this way? Are you shitting me? Get over here, George. Just get your ass over here. We got work to do. Oh, right there. It's, oh my god, it's like so close to the edge. It's ridiculous. There it is, right there.
There was something in that.
Stick your hand in there, George. See what comes up.
As soon as I stooped to investigate the hole, its inhabitant disappeared into the darkness.
Okay, we'll stick that right in there like that.
The end of the reed had been neatly bitten off. Now I knew what was living in there. A long-toothed, snarling, furry wild thing.
There we go.
The dart fit snugly into the reed. Great. I was tooled up and dangerous.
It's crazy. I hate having to look stuff up though. So they didn't exactly put that here. They put it all the way. See, now you can see it over here. How many times did I move my mouse over here? Clearly not far enough. I thought I had to put my mouse like way over here for it to show up. It's not. It just has to be in this thin area right here. Alright. Come on, George. Let's go. Got work to do. Hold on. What happened, George? He like ducked down. Excuse me. Come on, George. Let's take care of this guy. We'll put him to sleep. Not hurt him, just put him to sleep so we can get by. Good, George.
The boar's expression said, "Forget it, Stobart." Not such. I'd better... No. I don't... That wouldn't work.
Why didn't it work the first time? Oh shit, run! Yeah, he's fine. Camera's a little bit off. There we go. Climb!
No good. I'd have to be bitten by a radioactive spider before I stood any chance of getting up there.
Not true. Use the net. Oops. Try again. Use the net.
I could see no point in tying the net to the creepers on the rock.
Okay, well...
The marker wasn't going to stay attached to anything as thick as the creeper.
Oh, let's take that off.
The creeper just came away from the rock as I pulled it.
Hmm.
The creeper didn't look like it would hold my weight.
Okay. What the heck am I supposed to...
The creeper felt... I'd better...
No, I guess now try the net.
I could see no point in...
Try that. There we go.
The net attached easily enough to the creeper and seemed secure.
What? What are you doing, George? Come on, buddy. Work with me here. What else can I do? Okay, try this. Okay, try this.
It was a needle of rock. It didn't look like a natural formation. I remembered Ketch's log. For is it not writ that 'tis easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle? Seemed pretty relevant now.
Hmm.
I'd better think...
What the hell am I supposed to attack? I'm missing something. I have to be missing something. There's way over here. Let's see here. Wait, am I back on? So it just takes me over there. What the heck? What the heck? I need some chocolate. How the heck did I get back up? Great, this is like Monkey Island now. Go through here to go through here to go through here. But it's definitely on the inner path, so this is somewhere else? Yeah, looks like it. I'm on the outside now. Oh, there we go. I guess through here. Maybe I should have done something else.
Ah! Stay cool, Stobart. It was only a bird.
Only a bird, man. Okay. Guess I'm going this way. Mosquitoes. Oh man, I can't see the reflector. I'm gonna have to go back down.
Initials carved into the stone read F.K.
Fuck.
Frederick Ketch had been here.
Oh, yeah, Frederick Ketch. That too. Alright, so we'll put this right here.
Joining the dots would make an equilateral triangle. The hill I was on had reminded me of a camel's hump as I'd climbed up it. Now I had to see what I could see.
Gotta go back, figure out how to get that in there.
What is this? The magic forest of deja vu or something?
Pretty much. Well, like I said, Monkey Island. This is very reminiscent of the one.
What
Okay.
the?
Come on, keep walking. There we go. Alright. Hmm. Well, hmm.
Climbing the tree,
You
it was
need
a
that
stout
branch.
oak.
Get the damn branch, George. Please. What's this say? I don't know how. Wait a minute. Am I supposed to just put the reflector on there? Wait a minute. Not that easy, is it? No, I can't. Put the reflector on that.
Great. I'd created some sort of creeper marker fishing net assembly. Sometimes I terrify myself with my creative genius.
Don't you need like a rock or something? Maybe not that. Maybe this? Please don't tell me you need to use that one. Alright, we'll just pick it up and throw it then, I guess.
I'd successfully got the marker into a position near the top of the needle simply by using the kind of lateral thinking that can get you institutionalized.
Alright, no. That was easy. Now we gotta go all the way back. Do. Gosh, I should have thought of that. Alright. We're almost through this. We gotta go this way. I mean, it's silly. You should have just been able to step over those. Because clearly there's a swamp here, okay? So you can't just cross over there. But why can't he just, like, go up these little steps right here? Clearly it looks like 3 little steps right there. But you can't go up them. You gotta go around. Or like right here. Like, you can't step across this right here. No, gosh forbid. Actually, it looks like it might be a little bit of swamp in between. There we go. Alright, back up here. I'm not tired, it's just something happens when I stream. When I yawn a lot. Okay, now look. Hmm.
Initials carved.
Hang on a minute. How does he not see where this damn thing is? This should be set. You should be able to see it.
It was Bronson's theodolite. Now.
Why can't I see it? It's right there, isn't it? Why can't I see? I swear. So I just do like this, and then do like this, and like this. Wow. Hmm.
It was the marker which I had raised up the needle of rock. I could see the marker I had fastened on the rock down in the forest, and right in line with it, that had to be where Ketch had hidden his treasure.
Hmm. Let's go get that treasure. Let's go get that treasure. Alright. There we go. Sorry, I had to bring the chat back up. Alright, let's do a quick save on this. 76%. Okay. Looks like we're still gonna have a little something to do next week. We'll be finishing it up. Then we'll move on to the third game. Because there's a fourth and a fifth game. I've been really eager about playing those. Ooh, boy. Oh, so if there's anybody that might be lurking, we have in about an hour and a half, we'll be watching the next episode of Oak Island on my in my Discord server. So you can catch us there.
What the? Steady.
Run. Uh-oh. Dog's going nuts. Let's see if we can get his attention. Do you want to play? Here. Come on. All right. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ah. There we go. What do you think? You looking for it? You look for something to get into? You look for something to get into? Not gonna get into nothing, understand? You can't get into everything. Not everything's for you. I know it's hard to believe, but that's the truth. Can't have every little thing you want. I know what you were looking for. You're looking for this. Is that what you want? Yep. Yay! Okay, how do I get down here? How do I get down? Yeah, it's Mr. Bigglesworth. $1 billion. Dude, what do you... Climb on down the cliff now, you can go. Right? Right? I don't know if I'm allowed to climb down the cliff yet. Or not. Or yet or not. I don't know. Head right... Huh? Nope, don't jump. There you go. Crazy dog. He's on a roll. Another grid central pavilion. Mark the spot of the treasure. Exit this view and head right to go to the beach. I went left. You didn't see any of that. Rewind. You didn't see any of that. So I guess I'm gonna have to watch him walk the whole way again. You better hurry up, George Stobart. You pain in my rear end. We're gonna try this way. And go all the way around the other way. Just go up those steps right there, dude. It's not that long. Come on. Go on this way again. Sheesh. Not my proudest moment. But it is a moment I overcame. Got about a half hour left here of stream, and then we'll take an hour break, and I'll be in the Discord voice chat channel. Right there. Are you shitting me? Really? Right here? This is how I get down? Crazy. Mr. Chris returns to the Shining House and takes south the road. London Tower Road.
I couldn't let the guards see me.
Yeah, well, let me save real quick. Just in case the guard does see us. There we go. 77%. And let me check this real quick. See what's going on here. Sorry, I just need to message someone. There. Anybody here I know? Nope. Alright. So, over here. A little closer. Oh, don't do it. You'll get caught. Uh-oh. Ugh. You got me, partner. And so this is how our journey ends. Bad timing achievement. Alright, restore. Alright, try this again.
I couldn't.
Go over here. And we'll wait. Up here. Out of the way. Right there. And wait. Huh? How did that happen? Hot dang.
Got you.
But the collar woman was there. They'll know it was me.
But you have the stone. The right stone, you're sure?
Yes, of course, it's the Jaguar stone. No possible mistake. Here it is.
So he's helping
Karzak,
Karzak.
please. The police will be looking for me soon. You're going to get me out of the country, aren't you?
Stop your whining, Ubier. Do you have any idea what this stone symbolizes?
I thought you just wanted it to frighten the natives.
Fool. I intend to cast this stone into the sea.
But why? It's unique.
Exactly. With it gone, the Mayan priest's plan to destroy Tezcatlipoca cannot succeed.
I can assure you that Tezcatlipoca is a mythical figure.
Such a small mind you live in. Tezcatlipoca is real. I have seen him in my dreams. We have spoken of his plans for this world. We have spoken of your part in these plans.
My part?
He told me you would be useful. He told me how to crush your spirit by turning you to drugs.
My wife died. You know that full well. She was my world, my everything.
And now, you are no longer useful. She called out your name as she died, you know.
What? What are you saying?
And then they thought you'd done it. It all worked perfectly.
No!
It was you? You bastard! You monster! For the love of God, Karzak!
Which one?
Ah. Oh shit, climb up there. What are you doing? You're crazy.
I
Take
couldn't
this
just
stone.
rifle his body without making sure he was really dead. There were no signs of life, but I checked that Ubiye really was beyond help. We were going to need the stone to thwart Karzak. I knew Ubiye would have approved. It was the Jaguar stone, all right.
Big dummy.
I was seconds from death.
Get him! Oh yeah, right in the thigh. Damn right. Run! Whew. After bailing through the jungle, George approaches a beach below the
Pirates?
Pillar Rock when... Oh no, pirates.
I was about to make good my escape when... Cut!
They were just
Who the
acting.
hell are you?
I can explain everything.
Don't bother.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were making a movie.
So who are you?
Stobart. George Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's.
It's okay, Mr. Hawks. He wasn't in the shot.
Hawks? This had to be Carlton Hawks, the newest enfant terrible of Tinseltown. I'd read about him. Mailroom boy makes good. Nice to know it was still possible to get to be a director armed with only an encyclopedic knowledge of postal charges.
Stay out of the way, surfer boy. I'll deal with you later.
Surfer boy?
Sure, whatever you say, dude. Totally. Far out, man. Well, let's catch some waves. Like, whoa, and like, whoa, and like, whoa.
Hi, George Stobart.
Hello, mate.
You're English, right?
Blimey, you don't miss much, do you? Bert Savage. Have you seen what the caterers laid on today? Buns and pancakes.
That's awful.
It's an improvement on yesterday. The buns are stale, but the pancakes are bloody lovely.
Okay. Well, there's going to be a lot to talk about. We still have 20 minutes.
How long have you been in the movie business?
Flipping years, mate. Absolutely flipping years.
Flipping years.
I was in the army before that. Thought to myself, you've been risking your bleeding neck every day. Why not cash in on it like?
So you became a stuntman, just like that?
Nah, of course not. I had to do the training first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stuntman training.
What training does a stuntman do?
First, they told me to stand in the road. Then, they ran me down. Straight up. Drove at me with a car. I couldn't believe it. I was up on the bonnet and over the other side before I realised he wasn't stopping. Then they threw me downstairs a bit and gives me a certificate.
Did you ever work with Carol Climax?
The Dirty Dachshund? I'll say. Flipping princess, mate.
I heard she was very beautiful.
Mind you, she acted like one too. Ordering this, demanding that.
Did you ever meet Bertrand de Oubier?
Meet him? No. I saw him a few times, though. He didn't like his wife being in films.
Do you think Oubier murdered his wife?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Mind you, there were plenty of people who could have done her in.
I thought the public loved her.
Yeah, but people who knew her saw the other side.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
What's that, mate? Stone axe?
No, it's just a piece of polished stone.
Very nice indeed. Shine it up a bit, you get a few bob for that.
Alright, well, let me get some of these pancakes, some of these buns. Grab the buns.
The bun was so stale it felt like a small rock.
It's a small firm bun. And a flapjack. There it goes. Let's see what we got here. Some syrup.
It was a pot of maple syrup.
Okay, so let's talk to her.
Hey there, I'm George Stobart.
Well, hi, handsome. You're cute. I wish it was you playing the lead male instead of that kid.
I can't act, ma'am.
So what? I bet you can kiss.
I couldn't believe I was having this conversation with a real movie star.
Okay.
What's it like sharing the spotlight with an actor who's young enough to be your son?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What part are you playing?
Pirate Babs,
Giggity.
the ruthless and passionate
What's up,
lady
Sam?
buccaneer. It's a
Hi.
great part. I get to kiss a lot, and I kick ass. Like the boots?
Yeah. Thighs.
Would you like this bun?
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Hawks is watching me. Don't let him see it. Oh, he's looking right at me.
What's the matter?
Never mind. Just put that cake away and pretend you weren't talking to me.
Yeah, that's not weird, lady. Want some underwear?
What do you think of these?
Ew, they're awful.
You have no idea how much you've just gone up in my estimation. Take a look at this ancient Mayan artifact.
What the
That's just a
fuck,
hunk of
indeed?
stone with a picture scratched on it.
In a way, I guess. You don't happen to have seen anything similar, have you?
No.
No. Look at this.
I found this reed in the swamp on the other side of the island.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I used it to shoot a poisoned dart at a wild boar. It was a real-life drama, not just a scene from a movie.
Right.
She was having trouble with the whole real
Real life
is not a movie concept.
She's like, oh, okay. Cool.
Hi there, George Stobart.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Haiku McEwen.
Stop, McHugh. Bless you.
Is your name really Haiku?
Yeah. It was my mom's idea, okay? When I was born, I was so small and perfectly formed I reminded her of a Japanese poem.
Well, I guess it could have been worse. She could have called you Limerick.
That's my middle name.
Did you always want to be an actor?
I don't think of what I do as acting, man.
You're not alone.
It's more like I'm the voice of my generation. What I'm saying for the kids on the street.
Which is what? I'm crap, I'm going nowhere?
Huh? What are you saying, man?
Saying you're crap, you're not going nowhere.
Stobart, get out of shot. Positions, everybody.
I'll get a flip chart and explain it to you later, Haiku.
Haiku, baby, are you ready?
Okay, man. Which scene is this?
You've been captured by Silver's accomplice, Pirate Babs, who's fallen in love with you. Okay, people,
Pirate
top of
Babs.
page 76, Sharon.
What about my big speech?
It's been cut. Everybody ready?
Up to speed.
Quiet on the set. Okay, let's make magic.
Oh, please.
And action!
Why don't you forget that dumb old squire and his bunch of merry men? Can't you see we were made for each other?
I know, but Squire Trelawney saved my life, Captain Babs. Why, if it hadn't have been for him, that giant octopus would have made mincemeat out of me.
But right now he thinks you're a traitor. He's locked you out of the stockade, Jimbo.
That 20-foot-high wall with spikes might have kept out Silver's men, but it ain't gonna stop me.
Oh, Jimbo.
And
Gush.
cut! Good heavy breathing, Sharon.
Nah, I'm a pro.
Did you get the heavy breathing, Flash?
Did I ever, boss? You should have made this movie in 3D.
Oh my.
Haiku, you were great. We're setting up for the stunt now, so get a bite to eat.
Alright, get some food, dude. And what's next?
Savage, on set, damn it.
This guy's grumpy looking. Alright, so talk to her again. Because she's not going to be very happy this time, I don't think.
Hi.
Hi,
Damn
gorgeous.
it!
I couldn't think of anything else to talk to her about.
Oh, really? She just called you gorgeous, and now you're gonna like, I don't know what to say. Here, have this.
Would you like a bun?
No way. The last one I tried cracked my dentures.
Oh, okay. Get some syrup.
Would you like this pot of syrup?
No thanks, mate. I don't like the stuff.
Okay. Take a look at these bushes.
As I walked towards the bush, it started buzzing angrily.
Grab a pancake. Give me that pancake. There we go. Take that pancake. Where'd it go? There it is. Put that pancake in the syrup. Ooh yeah. There you go. Look at that. Give it to Bert.
What have you got there?
Got you a pancake,
Would
bud.
you like a pancake, Bert?
Don't mind if I do.
There you go. Good man.
The pancake oozed maple syrup all over Bert's chins.
Ugh, you put bloody syrup on that pancake. Now it's messed me all up.
Oh, there's some bees over here, if you didn't know.
Don't want to worry you, but there's a hornet's nest over in that bush.
Hornets. That reminds me of a film I was in. The Black Hornet.
Black Hornet.
The Black Hornet? I don't remember seeing that one.
Before your time, most likely.
What happens in it?
Lummy, what don't happen in it? I was shot, stabbed, fed to piranhas, dangled from an airship, and trampled by a zebra.
No, I mean, what was the plot?
Plot?
No, that was the whole fucking movie. It was called Jackass.
I had nothing else to ask him just then.
Alright, so what about you? Huh? Call me gorgeous again. Do it. Say it one more
Hi.
time.
Hi, gorgeous.
I couldn't think of anything else to talk to her about.
Gee whiz, George. You blew it again.
Mr. Hawks, I was wondering if...
Not now. I got a movie to make.
Jeez, what a douche.
Time for the stunt, Savage. It's a short run, bounce on the plank, and somersault over the spikes and stockade wall.
Do what?
Plank, spikes, wall, over. Easy, a child could do it.
At my age? You must be joking.
I could replace you, Savage.
Yeah, with an arthritic baboon.
Replace me? Lummy, this could be the last stunt I ever perform. I need to think about this. Get myself in the right frame of mind.
A suicidal one would fit the bill for that stunt.
Fine, you do that. In the meantime, we'll break for lunch.
Oh, great. I'm famished.
Stay right there and meditate, Savage.
Tight-ass little git.
I love that. It's funny. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. What's that? Squirrel. Oh. Alright, so, alright, what happened? What did I miss? Talk to this man.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
My name's Harris. Most people call me Flash.
You're the
Flash.
cameraman, right?
That's right.
Why'd they call you Flash? You used to be a stills photographer?
Nope.
I decided not to pursue the subject.
Eh.
What do you think of Haiku McEwen?
What's to think? The kid will have earned more by the time his balls drop than I'll earn in a lifetime. Good luck to him.
Okay, well, let me go talk to him then. Maybe he's got something to say.
Hey, Haiku.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a bun?
No way, man. I have to be careful what I eat.
Yeah. Never eat anything smarter than yourself. I may not be making millions of dollars, and I may not have thousands of nubile, if uncritical, young women lusting for my body, but I've got something that you haven't. This small piece of coal.
Man, you're getting freaky on me.
Far out. Alright, so how about I just do this? And a wee!
Those hornets were not pleased.
There we go.
Get that camera rolling. This could be good. Cut and printed. That was brilliant, folks.
What? She fainted.
Okay, the next scene is down on the beach. This
Go,
is where
good.
Hawkins finds the treasure in the Cave of the Crabs.
Would those be giant killer crabs by any chance?
Giant mutant killer crabs with attitude.
She's
There it was.
fainted.
The rock
Hello?
I'd seen from the camel's hump. Now that I was close up, I could make out a small cave near the top of the pillar.
I don't know what the fuck just happened there. Where is she? Is she still back there on the ground? What the fuck is going on? They're all like,
Hey, you! Trouble!
Oh, me?
What? What the fuck do you want now, dude? I'm not in your movie. Jeez Louise. At this point, we just want to get the hell out of here.
I want you to stay right where
Got
I
a
can
treasure
keep
to
an eye
find.
on you.
I'm not one of your lackeys, Hawks. I go where I like.
Tell him.
Not here, you don't. The movie company has rented this island for the duration. You're trespassing. Do as you're told or you're gone.
What the fuck do you want? Should I just save it here? Let's see what percent are we at? 84. Okay. Let's save it here. Let's just save here and figure out where to go after this next week. Next Tuesday, we shall figure out what to do. Then we'll be done with that game. We'll finish that one off, and then we'll start Broken Sword 3. So, okay. Well, let's look to see if anyone's on right now. And if not... dang, my phone's almost dead. Didn't even plug it in. Looks like Bug Lady is on. Oh, she's decorating for Christmas. Oh, that's cute. Awesome. I need to get my decorations up. I don't have them up. Somebody's cooking something. I wonder what that could be. Sure smells good. Hope it's enough for me. Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit. until 8 o'clock. I don't know if anyone in particular might be streaming. Let's see here. Search. Okay. Okay, there. And then here. Schedule. It's Friday. Monday. Nothing for Tuesday. Okay. So that person is not streaming. Alright. So. Is JMac streaming tonight? Or is tonight the night JMac's off stream? I think it's the night he's off stream. Let me check his schedule. Yes, that's correct. Okay. Okay, tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. Okay. So who we gonna pick? I say we just hang out for a few more minutes. See if anybody shows up. Sam, you still there? Hello? Sam? Hello? Anyone else there? It says I had a Mephi lurking at some point. He must have been by here. Let's see, who is this? I don't know this person. See, some of these I actually have gotten used to seeing. Like this person, I've been gotten used to seeing them. But they don't say much. In fact, this person here hasn't said anything. But they're always here. At least it says that their name's always here. I don't know why. Well, let's see. How about just for fun? Just for fun. I was gonna say, let's open this game. Are you still there, Sam? Hello? Yeah. Okay. I've got to do a stream on my rap level sometime. I haven't streamed there. I haven't streamed it in so long. And I have gotten so far on that. Yeah, I don't think anybody's here. Hello? Hello? No. Doesn't look like it. Alright, well. Hmm. 2 minutes. And if nobody else is on, or if nobody else starts streaming, I'll just go ahead and raid Bug Lady. Because I want to get it normalized, like me raiding people, and because usually I go, oh, I don't know any of you people that are on. When I could raid some of them, technically, I just don't personally know them. But, I mean, the more I think about it, stop yawning! Oh, shit. The more I think about it, all these people I've met, I didn't know originally until after I got to know them. So, I think there's something to that, you know? Gotta get a better webcam. Really need a better webcam. This one's just not cutting it. It's too flickery. Flickery? Fuckery. Whatever. One more minute. I wonder if it's because I do this, if I bounce my legs versus I don't. Nope, that's not the case. Alright. Let's see if anybody's on yet. Well, there's a few people that just signed on, like just now. Yeah. Let me refresh this. Damn, this webcam's going bonkers right now. Stop doing that. Okay, I don't see a whole lot of people on right now. I mean, I do, but I don't know a whole lot of them. I do know Bug Lady, though. Is she around? Okay, I guess we could do a Bug Lady raid. Let's get some emotes here. Okay, so raid. Burp. And where's that Christmas tree? It's like not showing up? Or is it near the top here? Where the heck are the Christmas ones? Oh, there it is. Boom. A burp. And another raid. He's having a ball. Okay, let's copy this message. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, of course, yeah. Ads. Of course there's ads. I got one strand that's like not connected or something. It's like not in. Sometimes I do that. Like I'll put my hair up and it's like there's one strand always sticking out that I missed. Alright. Alright, so we'll copy that. Can I paste it? Is it gonna work? Why isn't it working? What the fuck? Why in the fuck are you not working now? I just... God damn it. Damn it all. Come on, work. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Paste. Why won't you paste? What the heck? I had a cool little... You know what? Screw it. I'll put this shit in like this. Raid. Burp, 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 burp. There. Alright. So... Alright, we're all set here. Is it... Okay, underscore there. Alright. Alright, everybody. As soon as I say raid, everybody disappears. Watching you. I saw that. I saw that. Boom, boom, boom. They all run out the door as soon as you say, let's raid. They're like, no, I don't want to raid. Well, you're lost because Bug Lady's amazing. She is. She's pretty amazing. She's very entertaining. So, if you just dipped out because you don't want to raid, okay, no problem. No problem. You're lost. I'm gonna look stupid raiding in here with one viewer. Look like I make my own raid. Like, I know you can do that, but it's so stupid that you can do that. Like, just make it look like you raided somebody with one person. Like, I don't want to fucking do that. That's why I don't usually don't raid, because usually I don't have any viewers. Alright, screw it. I'm not raiding then. I'm not gonna look like the weird guy running in with one person. It just makes me feel stupid. Alright. Ending stream. Bye everybody. I will see you in an hour. If you want to hang out in our Discord, feel free. We will be watching the next episode of Oak Island. If you happen to catch this VOD later, and you would like to join, just send me a DM on here, and I can send you an invite to our Discord. Just as long as you know, same rules apply. Just be nice, don't be a dick to nobody, and all that stuff, you know. So, you all have a good evening or day or whatever time it is in the world where you are. And yeah, I'll be on Discord in 1 hour. So those that are here, I'll see you there. Bye.